Peasant out, Pluto. Peasant out.
Ay, fuck all the cars, jump right on they ass, we tryna get cash, ayy. Gon' roll up a guard, hop right in the traffic, we doing the dash, ayy. We got them on clean up, don't touch a procedure, we getting it fast, ayy. We tryna break even and do it with reason, just don't wanna crash, ayy. Pull up, we light up that perk, see the hard work on my shirt, sweat in his eyes, let's be the vibe, baby just tryna get word, how you be smelling this gas.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? This your boy Chase right back with another video. On today's video, we got a special guest. We got Chillout Gary. What's going on, Chillout Gary?
What's up, bro?
How you been?
I've been good. How about you?
I've been good. I want to say what you inboxed me last year in the pandemic, and you was like, hey, we should do a video. I think I just got done doing a video for Tay Tay the artist. And you reached out to me. I was like, yeah, that's something that I want to do. But I was busy. And now, several months later, we are here. What you been doing? Who are you? Tell me your story. What you do?
Well, I'm Chillout Gary. I'm a comedian. Hey, I've been out here grinding in my first 6 months of doing comedy. I don't even think I'm at 6 months yet. I think I'm at like 5.5. But hey, I've been grinding. I do comedy skits. I do anything that make people laugh.
So, what you've been doing this within 6 months, what was that fueled you to be like, I can do this?
Well, when I was in school, I was like real shy. So people don't even expect me to do comedy now because I didn't talk to nobody. I was shy. And anytime I had to do like a class project or anything, the thing that got me through the class project was saying something goofy in front of the class to make everybody laugh. Because I knew once people laughed, I could be comfortable.
That's what's up. Cause I only know you from a Trey brother,
Right?
And then that's pretty much I know you from my whole childhood through middle school growing up. And then when you started doing comedy, I was like, oh, this is funny. And then when you started performing, like there's a few people in Arkansas that I can't wait to go visit their show. Sometimes the timing just be wrong, or sometimes y'all show dates just be a little bit off. Then my schedule being switched up, it just be like, man,
Yeah.
I would love to see everybody and record everybody early, but it just like timing just so weird sometimes. But I feel like to my advantage, just making sure that I highlight y'all on YouTube and making sure that y'all be more global and being there for Driver Squad on the channel. I think that kind of bridged the gap in a way, because I know once I have more time, I'll be able to be there at the shows and things like that. Right. Who was your favorite comedians growing up?
That's tough. Growing up, I would probably have to say Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac. Okay. What's your favorite joke from Bernie Mac? I just had about 1,000 questions came to my mind.
My favorite joke?
Yeah. What is your memorable favorite joke?
It would probably be it's probably a toss up between him going on stage at the Apollo and no, was it the Apollo or was it something else? But I can't remember. But when he told the audience like, I ain't scared of you motherfucker, like bro, that take a lot of care. Like the tame a crowd that's there to be hostile at you, like, and to tell them I ain't scared of y'all every time, that was cool. And it gotta be the milk and cookies joke. Like that's probably one of my favorites.
That's funny you say that. I was driving in Chicago, and I was coming back from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and I was like, dang, I haven't heard Bernie Mac voice in a minute, so I went to go visit his old comedy specials. And he was telling that milk and cookies joke, and I was crying. Like,
yeah, it's hilarious.
Another question that came in my mind when I was going to ask you about your favorite comedian, where do you see your career going on the route that you're on right now, which is 6 months in?
Right now, I picture myself being big like Kevin Hart. I kind of want to dabble in everything. Like I want to do a podcast, I want to do movies, I want to do just anything to just bring laughter all around the world. Because in a world that's just stressful, you gotta laugh. If you don't laugh, then you just gonna be out here drowning. So you got to bring laughter.
Okay, since you mentioned that, have you been going through any pain that you can flip it and turn into comedy?
Pain? No, I ain't really experienced like any pain lately that I could transfer over to comedy.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have a lot of pain from my past. Like I said, I was quiet, I was shy, so people thought I was the person to pick on,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to learn real fast. Like, you got to do something to keep these people from messing with you. And so I found a way to be funny even through that. And so I got those jokes. I ain't told them yet, but I got some jokes about.
So you got some jokes about your sleeve.
Yeah, I got some jokes. I'm just trying to wait till I get a little bigger.
Oh, so tell me about that process. So you stashing jokes for, like, you stashing jokes. How's that been? Because I know this is like my first time having a conversation with somebody that's a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, you stashing jokes. How's that process of, I can tell these jokes now, but these jokes will translate my audience and make that laughter be bigger through my original pain, so they'll be able to know more about me? Or is you just looking at it as, I can hold these in the tuck, but I'm gonna just keep getting these short jokes out the way, and then when it's time to go global and be like, this is Chillout Gary, learn about me, then you're gonna get into that back. Is that what you kind of?
Yeah, that's kind of my mindset with it, because right now I just talk about stuff that's relevant. I try to be as relatable as possible. I think I'm gonna be like that my whole career, and just tell jokes, because I found out that anything that's relatable, people gonna laugh at it, because they have some type of experience that's the same as you telling a joke. And so with my life story, those are things that's gonna always be there. Like, I have an OnlyFans joke. OnlyFans hot right now, but you don't know if it's still gonna be hot 5-10 years down the road. And so you got to capitalize on that stuff now. But my past stories always gonna be with me. Can't nobody steal it. Like, you can't steal my life story. So those jokes are always gonna be mine.
Okay, let's talk about something that's been current lately. Would you think you would do a joke about Arkansas wanting to raise our taxes?
I could create a joke about that. I feel like they always trying to find something to raise the taxes. Like, they got the roads now, and it's always something. Like, yeah, I definitely can make a joke about that, and it'll be solid.
So what is your style? What would you say your style is, and just creating a joke?
Right now, I would say my style is like Kevin Hart.
Okay.
Because that's kind of the person I look up to right now in the comedy world. So I try to be like him, but I'm not as animated, because I'm still kind of a little bit in my shell. But once I break out of it, I think I can do it.
You got you a girl or something?
Yeah, I'm married. I have a wife.
You married?
Yes, I'm married.
I ain't even look at your hands. So how's she been motivating you and things like that? How's that been?
She always by my side. She hear my.
You do. Hold on. You is married. You got a child, don't you?
Yeah, I have a 9-month. Yeah,
I knew this.
Yep. So yeah, she always by my side, bro. Like, she there when I'm second guessing myself, when I'm down myself. She there. She tell me, like, you just got to keep going. Like with the comedy competition I just won.
Okay.
It took me 5 tries to win, and every time she like, well, the night owl's coming up. I hate this time of the month, because every day I'm like, I gotta tell this joke, I gotta do this, I gotta think of another way to be funny. Man, I hope I win. Like, it's just constant. My mind is constantly going. She's like, you got it. You just gotta be patient. And so, yeah.
How's your delivery been, like, when you tell a joke? Are you enjoying your delivery process, or, like you said, you want to be a little bit more animated? How's your hand talk been going? How's your body language?
It's getting better. My wife, she told me that I need to work on not just standing in the same spot, so I move around a little bit now. And I think my delivery, it be on point sometimes. Like, my mentor, Trey Diesel, he also a comedian.
Oh, that's dope.
He tells me, like, I need to work on my timing, because I get on stage and I think somewhere in the back of my mind, my anxiety is still there. And so he was like, how long do you think you could go? And I was like, I think I got 30 minutes. And he was like, well, you gonna make it 5 because when you get on stage, you just be going, you be going too fast. So he's like, you gotta learn how to slow down, pace yourself. And he said, timing is everything. And I just gotta keep working on timing.
Have you had one of those moments where you were saying one of those jokes, but you know it's like a breather, like a pause, and then you get back into it so you can get that kicker? Have you had one of those jokes lately?
Yeah, a lot of my jokes are able to do that. Mm-hmm. It's just about me actually doing the pause. Like I did better at this past show last Sunday. Mm-hmm. Like I felt comfortable, so I was doing my pauses. But yeah, I definitely have a joke like that because it's in my OnlyFans joke, and I tell the audience like, hey, this girl, she was on OnlyFans scamming people, and she was on there, and in the joke I say she was talking about God in the video. Mm-hmm. And so I pause and I say, my dad is a pastor. I already know about God. Like, what is you telling me? And so yeah, it's a lot of jokes I have that you can pause, and it's fun.
That's what's up. Are there any topics that you might stay away from?
I've kind of tried to stay away from like the controversial jokes, like, you know, the LGBTQ community. Mm-hmm. They gonna come after you if you say something wrong, and so I really want to stay away from those jokes right now. But I don't think it's nothing. I mean, as a comic, you gotta say what's on your mind. You gotta say how you feel, and it's all kinds of ways you can say stuff without offending people. So How do
you feel about cancel culture?
I feel I don't like cancel culture because I feel like you're trying to silence people on their own opinions and their own thoughts. And this America is freedom of speech, so I can say whatever I want. Why cancel me for something that I think?
Right.
Now you canceling my opinion.
Right.
So you saying my opinion don't matter.
So it's come with like popularity. It's like, hey, you can't have this perspective, but all these people on this perspective, then the people that agree with you, it's like, I know I'm not the only one that agree with this.
Exactly.
And then it just be like, all right, I understand it's not the right time about who's right and wrong. It's about, all right, I just chill out on that.
Exactly.
I understand that. How has it been since you know that cancel culture is aware? How does that translate in your mind, knowing that is this joke too much? Is this going to offend somebody? Or is this like you teetering along that line, skating on thin ice? Do you think about that?
That's the unique thing about my style of comedy. Mm-hmm. I don't step on no toes. Like I said, I'm totally relatable. So if you hear my jokes are, you can't be mad at my jokes. It's no way. So the way I tell stuff is always gonna be on a relatable level that's not gonna offend anyone.
So do you go into like every joke being mindful, but you know you want to make sure that it's funny?
I wouldn't even say I'm mindful. I think of stuff, and if it's funny, I'm gonna tell it. Like I'm gonna find a way to make it funny. I'm gonna make a situation funny, and that's how I do it.
So now that you're a comedian, do you feel like you're gonna be like the goofy one at the table now?
Probably not. I think it's just a stage persona, and
so you do have your on and off switch now.
Yeah, I do, and that's a big part of my process too, is finding Chillout Gary and not Gary. Like you can see Gary walking down the street, but that's not Chillout Gary. Yeah. But when I'm on stage, that's Chillout Gary.
Isn't it weird that we have like this character that we created for global, and then we have ourselves or who we've been ourselves our whole life? It's funny to just think about like how we coming out of our shells being man, but realizing in order to make it, you gotta come out of your shell and give yourself a superhero so you can be global.
Yep.
But also have balance and not let your true self outshine your superstar self, and your superstar self don't lose who your true self is.
Yeah, and
that's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. I was just having a conversation about that with another comedian, and he was like, man, he was telling me about one of his favorite comedians. I forget his name, but he said that he created a character so cold that people didn't even want to see him. Like he could be walking down the street, and he was like, imagine you create a character and it's Look Gary, and you act like you a kid, and you walking down the street, and people like, oh, we see you, Gary. Do Look Gary. Like do look everywhere you go. He said, imagine creating a character so cold that you lose yourself because you can't even be yourself because people want to see that character all the time. And I said, yeah, that is crazy.
It makes me think, like how, like Lil Bow Wow, the dude Orlando Bloom, like those kids superstars. I be thinking like, I wonder if that's something similar to what they went through. It's like they can't be their true self, but now they gotta be the person that everybody that watched them grow up to be. And it's like, hey, I'm an adult now. Yeah. I'm an adult now. Yep. So it's like, what can I prove that I'm an adult now? And it's just like, I wonder did that just go through, like, even with the Demi Lovato doc. Like, she's not that little lady anymore. Now she's a grown woman going through her up and down. Exactly. And it's just like, what are things you can do differently to make sure that you don't lose yourself, but at the same time, you be your true self? And it's like, sometimes it's overwhelming. Yeah. And sometimes you don't try to, like, outperform yourself, but you got to outperform yourself because everything got to be better.
Yep. And I don't think it's a way you can do that. I think anybody that's going to be good at what you do, you can't do it without losing yourself. Like, people, they crucified Miley Cyrus when she actually came to be Miley Cyrus instead of Hannah Montana. Like, she grown, so if she want to twerk and do all the weird stuff she was doing, she grown now. She not the little Disney Channel kid no more. She's an adult. Yeah. So I just don't think it's a way you can do it because people get so hooked on the character that they forget about the human.
But isn't that funny just saying that, because in order for them to fall in love with you, they was introduced to your character. Right. And it's like, with so many people enjoying fictional things, they just get stuck. I wonder what that's called in the brain.
I don't know.
I need to look that up. I gotta remember that, because I want to know what is that called. Like, what is that called when a human brain identifies a person imaginary persona versus his true persona?
And it's something that we all got, because I couldn't tell you a lot of people's name. Like, if I sat down and thought about it for a while, I could. But Steve Urkel always gonna be Steve Urkel. Yeah. Like, it's just so many characters that you could see him and be like, oh, that's Steve Urkel, but it's not. That's not him. It's he different.
Yeah. Oh, dang, that's just crazy. How has you being a father helping you in your career? How's that been?
Well, kids are always doing something crazy, and they don't know no better, so it's just naturally funny. So you can find situations in the stuff that they do and make it funny. Yeah. It's cool. It's cool being a father.
It's how has the process of social media, even though like we just like 1 year apart, I want to say, how has that been with knowing that we was introduced into social media, and now if you want to do something, if you don't go global and put things on social media, you just gonna be stuck at where you at. How has that been on your life, and how has that been to your psyche of knowing that if you're not global or if you're not consistent on social media, you just gonna be stuck where you at? How's that been on your psyche?
That's one of the things that I think about a lot, but I realize like everybody that's social media famous that got a following, it took them forever, bro. Like, it took forever. It took like 5, 6. Big Jai, he one of the biggest video makers out there, and it took him like 8 years. Like, so I think about it, but I say just be patient, and I'll be good, because I only been doing it a year. So if it's gonna take me 8 years, I got 7 more. And a lot of times the stuff that go viral was posted so long ago. Like, the stuff you see is old. So I think that I just gotta be patient.
So you mentioned Big Jaw. Who else do you watch from that crew?
Minx, of course.
Do you like King V?
Yeah, King V cool. He not as funny as the other guys, but he makes some creative stuff. I like the Virgil where he the robot. Yeah, that's cool. And,
do you like Fenarios?
That's Fenario probably my least favorite. He's probably my least favorite. But I like Canigra and all the females. They pretty solid.
You like dang, I can't even think of the It's Irrelevant. What's up?
Oh, that's Miss Sade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like Yes Me Maybe?
Money Drea. Yeah, they solid.
So one more I'm forgetting. I See You. Dang, what's his name? Started K. He got a series called I See You. He got a series also called dang, I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Let me see. There's another one.
If you think of him, I'll probably know. But...
Dang, it's another. I can't think of his name. Minx, yeah, he's real funny. You like Jamal, the creator?
He all right. They straight. And that's one of the things too. Like, we don't really have a high market for what we do here. Like, it's not many of us in Arkansas, but all them in Cali, they work together.
Yeah,
like, they have the same ideas, but different ways.
Yeah,
and so that's pretty dope.
And one more, Cornell.
Who's Cornell?
Cornell. So he got different series. Where you never seen Cornell before?
I don't know. I have to see his video to know.
Okay. And there's one more person. But I do like. I wish we had more. It's like we have it here, but I think sometimes people get distracted. Yeah. I don't think nobody's really focused or locked in and sticking to what they really want to do. Mm-hmm. Have you found like your videographer and things like that? Have you found somebody that's willing to be locked in with you?
As like a person that records my stuff?
Yeah, like say if you wanted to get on YouTube and do that, like you said you wanted to be on podcasts and things like that. Have you found somebody like that?
No, most of my stuff now I record myself. Yeah,
I don't know. I haven't seen anybody visible. I don't know anybody that's been working on that. It's like you don't really know, so you gotta self-taught. Like you gotta be self-taught. You gotta self-teach yourself.
Right.
Yeah, I don't really know too many people. Like, cause I was just gonna ask, how has that been to find somebody rare like that? That's what I was gonna ask with the follow-up question. But now,
I don't know nobody, man. Like I don't even know nobody that do videos other than you and the people I do videos with, and that's about it. Like especially on the skit level, like that I do, I don't know nobody. Like, and I feel like if I was in Cali, I would thrive, but I don't want to be one of them people that move away to make it. Like I just want to do it here.
Yeah, I was thinking about this. I wonder how would things be if, like, did you take East? What is that called in high school? ESTEM, not ESTEM. What is that class where people was able to be creative in that class? It's called East Lab or something like that. Dang.
Not Keystone, was it?
Not Keystone, but it was something that I always heard somebody. They always was just bigging it up.
I never did it.
Dang.
I stayed away from a lot of stuff because I just didn't want.
I did too.
Yeah, I didn't want to be around.
Okay.
It's awkward.
Let's talk about that. Okay, I'm an introvert as well, and I'm antisocial as well. But I have learned I gotta stop being that in order to progress. Early on, I made videos talking to myself, and just talking about all the things I had to do that day, and just get used to talking to the camera. And then sometimes I'm still a little nervous in public, but I think some days I'm starting to get more comfortable just get my camera out and just talking. Have you made it to that point where when you creating videos or you're talking and looking in yourself in the mirror, have you made it to that point where you get in the flow and then next thing you know you just in third gear and you kind of just don't even think about it no more?
Yeah, I've always been more comfortable around my own self. Like I feel like if I get in front of people, then the anxiety kicks in. But it's getting a little better now that I've been on stage in front of people, and it's still, the anxiety's still there. I still get nervous, but now that I've been doing it a couple months and I've been in front of different crowds and I know my joke's solid, like I know I'm gonna get up there and be funny. Now it's like a lot of the anxiety is gone.
That's what's up. I can only imagine that process of knowing that you have a crew, that y'all all are comedians, y'all all right here in Arkansas, y'all all are willing to help each other. Speak to that. How has that been for like knowing that you have peers that's doing the same thing that you like doing and y'all linked up? Speak to that. What does that feel like?
Well, it would seem that way from the outside, but it's not really like that. It's like anything else in Arkansas. It's a lot of people they want to make it first, and one of the best comics that's killing the game in Arkansas right now, his name Andre Price, Big Drake. He told me on my first day doing stand up, he said, it's gonna be a lot of people that it's gonna be a lot of comics around you. He said they not your friend. Don't try to, cause it's a few good ones, but it's a lot of them that they don't want to see you make it. They want to see you fail. It's just like anything else. And so I still stay to myself. Like I even doing comedy, I stay to myself. But I do have a couple people now that I can talk to, and that's cool.
Those two genuine people. So one day would you like to have your own comedy event?
Yeah, I've been actually working on that. Like I'm actually working on doing my own show, and I think that'd be cool. I wish I could have a comedy club, like a comedy venue, but that's expensive.
That's what I meant. That's what
like my own club.
Yeah, I didn't know that's what that was called. So it's called Comedy Club.
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And it's one black owned comedy club here, and that's the Nut House in Nate Williams over there. So yeah, that's cool if we could get another one.
That'd be dope. I still haven't been.
To where? To the Nut House? Yeah.
I still haven't been.
It's cool. I like it.
You can go check that out. And where's that located?
It's in Rose City. Like, you know where the Shotgun Dance is? It's right behind Shotgun Dance.
Really?
Right behind. Yep.
Really?
Yep.
I did not know that.
And tomorrow they do Friday Night Laughter on Fridays.
Have you participated in those?
Yeah, I done had a free Friday here and there, and I checked it out.
I'm gonna add that to my schedule. Some days, like next time I have a Friday off, it'll be May 1st. Well, it'll be April 30th. April 30th. Yeah, April 30th. Yeah.
They be in there clowning. Lil JJ, well, he called himself Big JJ now, but he be there. I heard he be in there killing it. I haven't had a chance to see him.
He calls himself Big JJ now?
Yeah. that's what I be seeing online. So
That's what's up.
Yeah, I heard he be killing it.
That's what's up. I definitely appreciated this video.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for coming. You got anything else you want to say?
No, follow me at Chillout Gary on all social medias. That's Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Hey, I'm out here, so if y'all want to see and laugh and have some fun, yeah, follow me. Thanks for having me, Chase.
No problem. I'm gonna definitely leave your social media in the description down below. We don't have nothing else to say. That's it. Thank you.
Thanks, bro.
No problem.